So I just want to sit here. Good morning, y'all. I just want to sit here and make a video really quick, a 4 to 5 minute video, nothing super long. And I have a question for us. I want to work from the framework of, if it's helping people, why not do it more? If it's inspiring people to be better, why not do it more? If you had the ability to post unlimited or content, document your journey in an unlimited way, why wouldn't you do so? And so I'm going to give you guys reasons why, that if what you're doing is helping at least one person, the next 6 to 12 months, it's very important that you focus on something like this, having conversations in long form with people that your information can benefit. So for me, right, I'm somebody who is very experienced when it comes to building businesses, building ecosystems, building systems that help people get to freedom. I'm somebody who is very adept in the cryptocurrency foreign exchange space. I'm somebody who is very adept in hosting events, putting experiences together so people can benefit, putting people into a room so they can benefit from each other, right? Creating things from the ground up. You know, I'm somebody who is adept in taking something and multiplying it, right? Now, if it works out or not, all the time, it doesn't always work out. But for the most part, I'm somebody who's a multiplier by leveraging systems so people can create freedom and secure their future, right? And so I want to talk about those things more. I want to talk about those things, right? And so I believe that if you're somebody who has any type of value, I was talking to my buddy last night. He was like, man, what should I don't know if I want to be in my job, or, I don't like my career, but how do these people post this content? And I was like, well, just start posting. And so I was running through him. Also, I'm somebody who believes in a faith. Like I believe in Jesus. Like, I'm a Christian now. No matter what you are, you can take the same principles that I'm about to teach you and express, and you can use them for whatever that you're doing. So the number one reason why it's important to document your journey, no matter if you are, whatever you're doing, right, is because number one, you may inspire somebody. I was on TikTok yesterday, and there's a lady on TikTok who, in the bed, nothing crazy, nothing overproduced. She said, hey, I have a jingle for Dr. Pepper. And the jingle was, Dr. Pepper, baby, it's good and nice. She literally said this in the clip. The clip ends up going viral. All the brands, Dr. Pepper, Popeyes, I mean, you name it, they all were like, we want a jingle. Long story short, Dr. Pepper picked her up. They actually made the commercial, credit her TikTok on the commercial, and she was able to make $2 million from a post that she probably had no intention on benefiting from. You know how many people that inspire? Forget the dollar amount, because these videos aren't necessarily about the dollar amount, because that's just the end result, right? Look how many people that it impacted. Look at how many brands responded to it. And then now she has people being creative enough to create jingles for their own products, create jingles for other business, creating jingles for other entities, right? And so that's an inspiration thing. You can be a teacher, you can be in real estate, you can be in ministry, you can be an entrepreneur, you can be in tech, you can be a CEO, founder, you can be somebody who runs businesses, who organizes events. The whole thing is to document the process and give the game while you're documenting the process. I was watching something yesterday, and a founder of many businesses, he said, man, I give so much value away because I don't care if people steal my content, steal my concepts. Because what I'm doing is that I'm inspiring somebody else who looks like me, who speaks like me, who can relate to me, that they can be something as well. And also, I think this thing happens when we don't want to give away the game. You may not want to give away intellectual property, but you can give away how why the thing is done, when the thing is done, and what is being done, right? And so if you are scared and you're saying, man, somebody may steal my idea, we're not giving them necessarily the idea, we're giving them how we got to our idea. And then even if somebody does steal it, if you have favor on your life from God, it doesn't matter what happens. The favor on your life is going to supersede somebody else's stealing your content. And so also, when people sit with you for a long time, and I told my buddy, I was like, yo, you can post, he's like, I want to post once a week. I said, okay, well, if you're going to post once a week, you might as well post in long form like this. So you have a longer runway of content, but then also what's going to happen is that you can literally take the content and you can put it in short clips through automation using AI. And now you can have multiple posts every single day that are automated. So this is why I'm even making this video. And I hope if somebody's watching this video, it's like, I want you to be inspired to give value, share your story, right? I'm literally going right now. I'm on the way to a pastor friend of mine's, and he's building his ministry. And, you know, he's like, Amari, can you film for me? So I have a camera, right? How did I get this camera? I got this camera because the camera that I had belonged to somebody and who didn't need it for like 5-6 months. So I just had it and they wanted their camera back. It happened just so to be on the same weekend that I have to go film not only something for a pastor, but a friend of mine's baby shower. And so why was I able to get this camera from a buddy of mine who's a world-renowned speaker? Because of the value we've given each other over a period of time. I don't have to pay for this. I don't have to, you know, beg him for it. He said, all right, cool, you got it. It's because there's been a value exchange. We've given each other, and I've given him so much value that he's able to let me do this. Now, when we provide value, not to say that we're looking for anything, but the more value we provide to the ecosystem, the more favor that God will have for us in the eyes of men. And I look at it as serving. People say, oh, well, why do you serve so much? Your people, your church, why are you always helping out? It's simple because there's no other thing that can give you as much favor than serving. I'm not looking for a dollar amount. If it comes, it comes. I'm not looking for a special treatment. If it comes, it comes. I just know the principle of serving, giving value. And what is that principle? You can pay your way, you can earn your way, but there's no other thing that gives you more favor than serving your way, right? And so I'm sitting here to tell you to make this declaration to yourself. Be of service, give more value, post the content, especially in long form, because what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to go from long form, and it's easier to create the short form. But anyways, y'all, I'm out. Make sure you tune in before you get tuned out. Like, subscribe, and share, comment even. Love y'all.